We love food colored green, bell peppers and long string beans, pickles, celery, cucumbers too. All these foods are good for you.
Welcome to Storytime Cooks, where we learn about food through books. Today we're reading I Am an Apple. This story is by Jean Mazzarlo, illustrated by Judith Moaf, and it's a scholastic book. Let's see what we're going to learn about apples. I'm a red bud, and I live on a branch in an apple tree. Right there is that red bud, right beside the bird. I grow in the rain, and I grow in the sun. And the bud is turning into a flower. I unfold, and I am an apple blossom. I love to see apple blossoms on my apple trees. They kind of smell good, too. In time, my petals fall to the ground. That bee's coming to visit that blossom. I bet it's going to eat some of the nectar from the blossom. And my tree is full of apples. Those are all green apples. Once we were green, now we have turned red. Red, redder, reddest. So they started out green and then turned red. And now we are ready to be picked. They're having a good time picking apples. Most apples are picked by farm workers. Trucks drive us to the market. That looks like fun. Apples come in different shapes and colors. Some are sweet and some are sour. Typically, these green apples are really sour. Applesauce is made from apples. What else is made from apples? Maybe some apple pie or some baked apples. Each apple has a star of seeds inside. The star has 5 points, just like the flower, and it looks like a flower or a little star. And if we cut these apples in half this direction, we could dip our apple into some paint and make pictures with them. If you plant apple seeds, what do you think you'll get? Any ideas? Apple trees. So if we plant the apple seeds, we'll get more trees. And can you tell a story about me? So that starts off with a seed and it grows into a tree, and the tree has buds, and the buds turn into an apple blossom, and the apple blossoms turn into an apple. Well, I brought some apples today. I brought that sour green apple. These are really good for cooking. I brought one that's kind of green and red, and then I brought one that's just very red. And we're going to talk about how to make baked apples today. And these are one of my favorites. Remember, before we make any food, we need to make sure we wash our hands and that we also wash our fruits and vegetables because they grew on a tree outside. And this is an apple core. I don't know if you've used one of these or not, but if we set our apple down, we can use the apple core to actually take out the center of the apple. So we're going to twist that around. And when we pull that out, we've got the apple core out. And we're going to stick some yummy things in our apple. So the apple core is all gone. We're going to put it in a dish. We're going to sprinkle some cinnamon in there. And we're going to fill it up with some raisins. You could put a little brown sugar if you wanted, but you really don't need it. The raisins are sweet enough. You can just use those to make it be sweet. And then we're going to cover this with a piece of plastic wrap, stick it in the microwave for about 3.5 minutes. You can check it and see if it's tender. Let it sit for a few minutes after you've cooked it. Take the saran wrap off and you will have a delicious baked apple for your family to enjoy. Remember, apples are in the fruit group, and they are a yummy treat, and often in the fall, it's a good time to get apples. So I hope you'll enjoy a yummy apple treat with your family, and come back again next week and join us for another story with Storytime Cooks.
we love food colored green, bell peppers and long string beans, pickles, celery, cucumbers too. All these